Welcome back to Bummer Shoot, where we're covering life's chaos with humor and heart. And we are at the second half of our chat with Jana and Scott. And we just got, guys, there's more. there's more, Jana. Okay, we're just going to go ahead and jump in. So we were talking about, remind me what we were talking about last week.
We were talking about normalizing grief. And
oh, yeah, that's what I wanted to say.
Yeah.
Was I talking about that? Oh, because we just started saying that typically grief and that term is associated with death.
Yes.
That's what we were talking about. And I did want to finish that. So you guys use this term grief. Can you explain to us how that relates in your world?
So I would term our entire journey, especially the last 6 years, as our grief journey. If you know me well, you've probably heard me say that. And it's just the absolute unraveling of our hearts and our life and stability and everything that we thought was going to be. And then things just took a completely different curve. And so the last thing that I had kind of touched on was this grief will always be there for us, especially as we move into the next part of my story or our story. And it's such a journey, but we grow around that grief and our capacity grows, even though that grief remains. Like, we can't take away the things that happened, but we can watch all these hardships and just all these ashes be made beautiful.
So if I was to look at this, I think that there's a lot of other beneficiary families that have gone through grief and haven't lost someone, right? So you look at like all the traumatic brain injuries, and there's a lot of grief in those families. I really am intrigued by this term because, you know, just as like someone skipping along in life, grief hits you when you lose someone to death. But you're saying, you lost who you were. There's a lot of like all the expectations and all the things that you thought would be. And then your health and all this, it totally makes sense to use that term. And I just think it's interesting because I don't think many of us look at it from that perspective. But then I start thinking about like Cassidy and Caitlin and Peyton and Mello and Landis. Yeah, I mean, I'm trying to think. There's many more. Cameron, and you go, gosh, they all go through grief too, and that's what you're referring to. The same kind of thing, all different circumstances, but it's all grief related, and how you're saying they all had to kind of find a new normal, and how do we operate this life going through this grief. And there's not a lot of closure in those that don't pass away, right? Like because a lot of times with grief of one that passes, hopefully you get closure. And that's like, they're not coming back, but you guys come back differently, and your life is totally a different direction than what everyone anticipated.
Right. And so we have two choices. We can sink or we can swim. Mm-hmm. So we can take this grief and try to rebuild from it, or we crumble. Mm-hmm. And there's probably no way back up.
Yeah.
I can't honestly tell my story without incorporating my faith, because there's truly no other way through it. It does not make sense. And every time I was at my deepest and darkest moments, I like to call them little kisses from heaven. Like, the craziest thing will happen, whether it's like there's a crumbled piece of concrete where it's etched out as a heart. I have so many hearts on my phone. I just took a picture of one at the barn yesterday. Or the most random person in the entire world will text me and be like, hey, I was thinking about you. I just heard this song and it made me think about you. And I'm like, I haven't talked to you in years. Like,
wow.
What? Aww. Or, I mean, just crazy little things like that, right? It's just these constant little kisses that help to carry us through grief. And I think that my malnutrition / GI journey / feeding tube sagas, like all of that definitely set us up for the next chapter. But with that, I always thought that life was going to go back to normal. Like when I was going to get my first feeding tube, I was told, hey, 6 months, you'll be good. And here we are a little over 6 years out, and our world has been flipped upside down. I don't know how many times. And then I'm scheduled to get my 6th line of nutrition, and I get diagnosed with breast cancer. So it's actually really wild that we're talking about this in Breast Cancer Awareness Month.
Yeah.
I wish everyone could see my shirt.
Yeah.
We can take a picture of that.
Yeah, we will take a picture of you.
And
her shirt that she went into a room full of men.
I did.
She was like, oh my gosh.
I didn't tell you this yet. I wish you were there because he was supposed to be there, but he was taking care of the kids. So I walk into the cardiologist with all these old men with 2 crowns on my chest. So I just tried to stay up with the receptionist, and I was like, I think I did text you. I was like, oh God, why am I wearing this? But it is the Wee Queen Co. shirt. And it is, hey, get your crowns checked.
It's a really cute shirt.
It's adorable. It's the most beautiful pink.
It's not that obvious.
1 in 8 women will be diagnosed with breast cancer, younger and younger and younger. This retreat that I was just at, some of the survivors were under 30 years old.
Oh gosh.
So given that testing is not recommended till 40, that makes me weary.
Well, self-checks can be done at any age.
Yes. And that is so important because I found my own.
Yeah.
I was not going to get checked because it moved. So I get real passionate about this too. Like, this is my public service announcement. I don't care if you think it moves, if it's too hard or not too hard, whatever, go
anything that makes you question it.
Go
Get it
to
checked.
the doctor, because I had actually found mine in August of 2022, and I wasn't going to get checked because it moved.
And also,
then
you were, what, 30?
I was 37 years old.
Yeah, like not even to the age where you go get checked yet. Yeah.
And you had all this other crap. So you're like, you could have totally been like, I'm not dealing with one more thing.
No. And so I finally went in at the end of October of 2022. I did my mammogram, and I saw something that didn't look right. I was like, can I just check that out? Because you're looking a little curious. And I looked. I'm not a doctor.
Yeah.
It didn't look right.
Oh.
She says, have a seat in the waiting room. Okay. Let's do another one. I'm like, oh, great. He's texting me. He's got the kids out in the car because he takes me to all my appointments because I can't drive that distance. I don't get care locally. And so then they say, okay, well, we're going to move on to the diagnostic ultrasound, but we're going to bring in the head radiologist right away.
Oh.
So at this point, we know that it's 99.9% cancer. And again, here's my humor for you. Like, if you look at the picture of it, it looks like the profile of like a little cute little duck. But
that Mickey Mouse, like
I know. See, I got all the Disney characters.
All Disney characters just everywhere in her body.
I told him how you thought my tumors looked like Mickey Mouse.
They did.
before you got here. Yep.
Yeah. So
We've ruined everyone's trip to Disneyland now.
Don't listen to this on your way to Disneyland.
For sure, not on the way. Yeah.
I don't think we ruined it, actually.
So they said, well, you need a biopsy immediately. I'm going to get on the phone. The head radiologist of this department at this hospital is on the phone, and it's 4:56 and they close at 5. She's like, I want this done tomorrow.
Gosh.
And I'm like, I can't even describe to you how it feels. It's like, it's not like a hot flash, but when you hear the words, you have cancer, your life is never the same. And even when treatment stops, it's not over. I look.
You're always a cancer patient, right?
Yeah. I just had an infusion on Monday. Like,
Wait, so can we, just for a second,
yeah.
you're sitting there and they're like, you have cancer or 99% cancer. Did you say, really? Like another thing? Or did you just sit in that moment with that diagnosis?
My initial reaction was, which is, I don't even know. My initial reaction was, cancer does not scare me. Pancreatic disease scares me.
Oh, okay. Well, okay, that's I don't want to say that's cool, but I'm going to say it. It's kind of cool.
I don't know if I feel this.
Cool that you had that outlook, because I do think that your mental state plays a big part in your fight. And so it might have helped you to kind of like go, hey, I could do this. I mean, I did this and I've done all these other things. Yeah. I don't know.
I think the scariest part was, so my biopsy, everything was fast tracked. I mean, there's patients that have waited months.
Yeah.
And
was it fast tracked because of all your other stuff?
That's what I was wondering too.
Perhaps, but I think it was just.
And you had like the right person there at the right time, probably. If the head person was there when you were there, maybe that they just.
Was it at like a certain stage that they were like, let's push this along?
Well, they didn't have the stage yet because we were just doing ultrasound, but I did end up having 3 different types, which is kind of weird. So all were hormone positive.
And you were telling us earlier that this is it's hereditary, or
they think
have a lot of family members.
Yeah, so we have a lot of family members with it, sadly. Thankfully, it has skipped my mother. And I hope it stays that way. But they do think there's a gene. We just don't know what it is. So I don't carry the BRCA gene. There's some other big ones, but they tested 86, I think, genes. And they all came back negative. Wow. So it could be environmental. I constantly question, was it my malnutrition? Like, how could this happen? But there's so much stuff, even in beauty products.
Yeah.
I mean, in our food, like, who knows? So... so I ended up with invasive ductal, lobular, and DCIS. The difference between...
You're like a medical book.
I know. So ductal is typically what you think of like you can feel the tumor. Lobular grows more linearly. That one freaks me out, to be honest, because it's harder to detect, which brings us back to like the breast MRIs. And it grows kind of more like sheets of paper. And so it can metastasize and kind of hide out in other areas. And by the time you have it, it's too late.
Okay.
So I'm telling you, like, the fact when I said this earlier that it would come full circle, the fact that I had my pancreatic disease and I lost the amount of weight that I did, truly full circle, saved my life.
Oh, no way.
Because that's how you found out.
I never would have felt it.
You never would have felt it.
I got chills.
Yeah. I never would have felt it.
Did you have, this might sound like a dumb question, but was it one lump that was like 3 categories, or did you have like multiple?
There were a couple different ones.
Tracy, there are no dumb questions.
Well, no, there's no dumb questions.
I know. But I was like, all right,
just ask away, girl.
It was right here, like right up against my bone. I mean, it looked like I was like pushing a pea underneath my skin. You could see it move. You could feel it move. So when I told him, because I was just taking a shower, just soaping down, and I'm like, what the heck is this?
Yeah.
Like a normal wash.
Yeah. I told him, and he goes, it moves. It's not cancer. I call my mom. I'm like, Mom, there's something in my boob. Jana, it moves. It's not cancer. And then we happened to go up and see her and my grandmother. And the second my mom felt it, and I saw the look on her face. I didn't need a biopsy. I didn't need anything. I'm like, you just told me it's cancer. And sure enough, it was. So everything was fast tracked. We met with the breast oncologist. And because of family history, she did recommend a double mastectomy. And if nothing else, for sure, just mastectomy. And then I was like, hold up. I am literally on the books like in 5 days for another feeding tube.
Oh, gosh.
This is not happening right now.
Oh, my gosh.
So she looks me straight in the eye and she goes, look, I need you to cancel that appointment. I know nutrition is important. Your weight is so far down right now. I don't have to place anything extra, like no markers, no wires. I can get that out if we do this quickly. And then we'll revisit that. But I'm going to tell you right now, you're not going to be a candidate for a double mastectomy. I don't think you will come off the table alive.
Oh.
Yeah. So we were just like, wow. I think at that moment, I mean, not that you want to choose to amputate your breast. It is not a breast job.
Yeah.
Like it is truly amputation.
Yeah.
And we just were like, the wind was just knocked out of us. Right?
Yeah.
So that wasn't an option for you?
No. I would not have lived off the table because my nutrition was.
I think because of her
that's what I was trying to think.
and
I'm
all
like,
the-
how could you recover from like that major of a surgery without having the nutrition part?
Gosh, that's very
wild.
complicated.
Oh my gosh.
Well, and not all the doctors, like, let's be real. Like, one doctor doesn't specialize in the other. It's not like they're having conversations like, everybody, let's have a Zoom call about Jana.
Yeah.
Right?
So they basically just removed
So I had a lumpectomy.
the lumps.
So they had to do what they had to do, and with all the risk, like we had to sit, they had to put boundaries and say we could do this, we can't do this, and that's that.
Knowing that, she said you may end up having more surgeries in the future. She really, really did an incredible job, and just the way she moved things around just to still look natural and all those things. So we did that, and then we went through oncotyping, which is really the best that we have. And that will tell you if your tumor will respond to chemo or not. So as hard as becoming permanently infertile was, because that was not my choice when I had to have my hysterectomy, again, coming full circle, like I dodged chemo barely,
Oh, yay.
like by a point.
That's,
I didn't think
Major
you had
blessing.
chemo. I didn't remember that as part of your story. So that was going to be my next.
oh, that's a blessing.
Yeah.
Can you imagine though, nutritionally also?
No.
No. Because that's.
Did you have to do like
I'm so glad.
radiation?
I did do radiation. That was also really tricky. And that was really the only part that I was kind of, for lack of a better word, unhappy with the way that it was handled. They said, oh, you're young, you're under 40. We're going to fast track this. We're going to do 30 rounds in 15 with a concurrent boost. Meaning they're going to do whole breast radiation and then they're going to go straight to my tumor bed and just fry the heck out of that area. And towards the end, we did have to pause things and slow it down because my body physically could not handle it.
Yeah.
Radiation fatigue is no joke. Oh my gosh. Have you ever seen me that tired?
No.
I don't even know.
Yeah, it was like, 3 months of just her being completely exhausted every single day.
It was nuts. And then, of course, you have the burns. And I still have problems with that skin on that side. And
Yeah.
we were
it's
talking
like,
earlier. It's
damned
like,
if you do and damned if you don't, right? Double-edged swords constantly.
yeah. And then, a lot of people will say, well, why don't you just move on? Like, you're out of active treatment. It's time to move on.
Move on. What does that mean?
Get over it.
What does that mean?
So, but how do you get over it when you're still taking daily medication to keep the cancer away?
But also, the risk is higher that it can come back. There's all sorts of things. And you think about it all the time. Like, I can just compare it to my mom. Every 6 months when she goes in, she's a nervous wreck. Like, it's mental too, besides just physical. I mean,
I think it's people's like,
yeah.
this word's really sensitive, but ignorant way of trying to like encourage you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
People don't know.
Oh, you made it.
You got it. Yeah. Like, you're like, get past it, move on.
Forget about
Yeah,
it. Like, that doesn't make sense to me. But yeah.
But some people just try. I think that it's
I
their effort
agree with that.
to like, they don't know what else to say. So it's like, you can do it.
Well, I think
Get
a
it.
lot of it too, like you're saying, the ignorance is a lot of people don't realize unless you've had a family member go through any sort of cancer treatment or something like that. They think, okay, you had the surgery, you had, if you have chemo, you have chemo. If you do radiation, you do that, and then you're done.
Then you're done.
And like,
Yeah.
oh, it's good, right? It's like, well, no, now I have to take if you have
Meds.
if you have breast cancer that's hormone positive. So then now you have to take medication for 10 years
Right.
Oh, wow.
just to make sure that it doesn't come back. And, and those
keeps it at bay.
medications have significant side effects that
Huge.
can ruin your daily life. And
Yeah.
I think it's,
that's the
some
the
people
thing.
are ignorant about it. Like they just don't know because they've never been through it. And,
And that's what we're using the term ignorant. I mean, ignorant, it doesn't have to be such a diss, but it's like it's just not knowing. You don't know better. That's the ignorant we're talking about.
Yeah.
But I think it's something that, like you're saying, and they also say cancer, like once you're a cancer patient, you're always a cancer patient. Once you're a heart patient, you're always a heart patient. So even if you get like you're clear, but you always have to be checked.
Yeah.
It never is completely out of your life.
No.
Yeah.
No. And then they're like checking other parts, having MRIs on this bone every 3 months to make sure there's no metastasis, removing that benign bone tumor. Praise God, it was benign, but like we're still watching it. You're having ultrasounds and mammograms every 6 months. The other 6 months, you're having your breast MRI, and then, infusions every 6 months because the daily medications are destroying my bones by the minute. Like,
yeah, that's the other thing. It's like all these meds that are helping you in one area are breaking you down in another area. Right. And that is like the constant fight with combating all these diseases and all these cancers and everything. It's like, what do? You have to weigh your odds. Yeah. You do this and then you have this, and then you don't do this and then you have this. So what do you do? And everyone's just doing the best they can with what they have. And, that's something, I know a lot of people that do a lot of holistic stuff or a lot of integrated stuff, and they get really frustrated that people are going like diving into all the modern medicine stuff. And it's like, yeah, but when your life's at stake, you have to react. You have to do what you know best. And you're deciding, like you're making a decision that you know nothing about really, right? Like all these decisions, you're not the expert. You haven't done all the research. You don't have time to do it. You just have to make a decision. And at the end of the day, there's a lot of faith and trust. And that's where, I've loved listening. Charity for Charity does not select beneficiaries based on their faith. Mm-hmm. It's just not something that we ask. Mm-hmm. But it's been really magnificent to me that, it's God's organization, and God's brought so many believers. And when everyone we've interviewed, every single person that has sat in this room,
every single person
has faith. And every time we're like, how would you do it without it? I don't know how you do it without it. It's hard enough when you have faith. You question God. It's like, why me? Why this? Why now? Why, all the things. But then you don't have God. Where do you turn? I don't know. And so, you too. And a lot of people are like, how do you not get mad at God? Like, Jana, how many things? Like, can you just tell us a number of how many things? Have you ever counted all the things you've been diagnosed with?
I'd sum it up probably in 4 things, but I've had at least 30 surgeries.
Yeah, but then like all the side effects and all the other things. So like all the things, it's probably been like all the things you've dealt with. It's a list. We don't even know how many things, really.
It's like a Rolodex of things.
Yeah, it's a Rolodex of things. And then you still have your faith. Explain that.
I think I'm really not good at being mad. So it's just really an opportunity to press in. And when I do question God, I'm telling you, like, look, I have a picture on my phone. I was driving from the cardiologist to go home for my snack before I came here, right? Because I got to have my nutrition or I'm going to be sitting here and just drop. This song comes on the radio. I've literally never heard it in my life. I don't even know who the singer is. I took a screenshot. I'll show you. I'm like, tell me I'm not supposed to go do this podcast, even though I'm terrified and I'm afraid I'm going to sound like a fool.
Talk in the mic.
And I was afraid I was going to sound like a fool. The first one is Testimony. You got to look it up and listen to the lyrics.
Oh.
And then my girl Cece comes on next.
Oh, Cece.
With I've Got Joy. And I was like, all right.
Wait, but the first one.
The first one, Testimony by who?
I don't even know how to say it. How do you say that?
Tyrion? I've never heard of that. Okay.
The lyrics are, my mind was blown. 256 timestamp.
Wow.
And then Cece comes on next at 259. I was like, all right, we're doing this. Let's bring some joy. So, really, like, if I could wrap up my entire story, it would just be that if it touches one life, if it saves one life, someone gets a mammogram, or I don't know if you don't want to do a mammogram, do thermography, whatever, to each their own. But like, or if it helps a marriage, one marriage, then all the pain and all the suffering was worth it. But I really, I got a lot of respect for Job. I do. I'm doing the Bible recap, and I was just like so just stuck in that, not stuck in a bad way, but like just diving into that book because we are so undeserving of mercy and grace. And on the hardest days, and let me tell you, this last week has been a nightmare. Oh my gosh. It was so hard. I'm very open about my medical trauma and my PTSD. I had my infusion Monday. My oncologist was supposed to be there. She wasn't there. And then it's a long story, but I had to switch oncologists, and not her. The one that was supposed to be there is my new one. But they didn't have my pre-meds. They didn't have my run times. They didn't have anything. Ugh. He couldn't go back with me because he wasn't feeling well. That's the first time he's ever not been with me. You guys, it was rough. Aside from the fact that I'm looking at the calendar going, oh, we have another doctor's appointment. Like, I'm fine unless I have to go to a doctor's appointment. And then I crumble. But every time I feel like, how are we going to do this? Like, God, where are you in this? Because you got to show your face right now because I am done. I am broken. Nobody is here. Nobody loves me. Like, just all the lies flood in, right?
Yeah.
And then he just shows up. Mm-hmm. Like, how can I not trust him and not believe when he just keeps showing himself in the most tangible ways? When I least deserve it. He loves us harder when we least deserve it.
Totally true.
And it's so cool.
Yeah, it is. Aww. It is something you can't explain. You just encourage people to seek him because there's so much comfort in knowing him. And when you don't and you like deny it or you think we're all whack jobs because we believe in God, like just try it because he really does. You like, wow, it's not like accidental things that happen. It's intentional.
And then there's other times where it's like, like it's a real fine line and there's church hurt. Look, I have church hurt too.
Yeah.
I am the first.
I think everybody has or had.
Yeah. But if we can just, you know my phrase, I love step into hope. Mm-hmm. If we can just show kindness, that can encourage someone to step into hope. We don't have to have a full conversation about like, you got to be at church. Like we can just show kindness and bring joy. And that's really the most beautiful part. Well, not the most beautiful part, but one of the coolest parts about my story is when Charity for Charity came into our lives.
Yeah.
Because I was probably I've had a lot of low points, especially on hormone blockers, guys. They're bad.
Oh, gosh.
They're brutal. It's like a roller coaster all the time.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. But I had just had a really, really, probably the worst medical experience of my life. With a biopsy, physically tortured, awake.
Oh, gosh.
The nurse was trying to advocate. I'll spare you the details, but then Charity for Charity stepped in and it was mind blowing that I was nominated. It was such a surprise. It was really just the greatest blessing, but I was also so scared and so skeptical because I was literally just tortured, awake, and by another human, on top of having woken up at my breast cancer surgery, but that's another story.
Oh, gosh.
So, when you guys stepped in, I was just like, wait, this is public. Like I have to share my heart. People are going to, I don't have to, I would choose to do that. Yeah. People are going to know my story. But to be seen and blessed in the way that you guys do, I have this gift for you. Aww. Straight from Greece, baby. But
why'd you go to Greece, Jana?
Well, that's not all. We had a beautiful gala in February hosted by Charity for Charity. And they fulfilled the craziest thing and sent Scott and I to Santorini, Greece for 8 beautiful days. And we just got back.
Yeah, not long ago.
12 days ago. Not that I'm counting.
Wow.
Yeah.
It was hard for her to leave. It was really hard for her. Well, it was hard for you to leave here, and then it was hard for you to leave there.
I know.
Yes.
Aw.
It's actually, it's really good though. Like when I show you the pictures, it's really good though that I didn't know until the second to last day that this beautiful island that I was looking at every day, mesmerized by the sunsets, was like the actual volcano.
Oh.
The active volcano.
Yeah, but they don't really rupture like lava flowing.
I
No,
mean,
but they were
Italy
like-
has Sicily has a active volcano.
Yeah.
It was funny because we were doing this tour and they're telling us about the island and all this. And like, yeah, this island before was like a regular island, and then the giant volcano erupted, and now it's just like a crescent with a couple small islands, which are just what's left of the island. Oh yeah, and that one in the middle, that's the volcano. I'm like,
wow.
oh, cool.
Yeah, this is where Charity for Charity sends our beneficiaries.
To the volcano.
and then they add, but don't worry, there was only 30,000 earthquakes in February. So like the timeline and people's travels, everything was canceled this summer because nobody
remember
wanted to
that,
be here. So
yeah.
I was like, cool. Like
People were fleeing islands. We're like, oh,
Yeah.
great, we're sending Jana.
Oh my gosh, I did not even know that.
but I'm okay with it
Yeah.
because there was so much less people.
That's really cool, though. I like that.
Well, I told them when
too.
we were there, they were like, yeah, we had all these earthquakes. And everybody canceled their plans. I'm like, bro, we're from California. I don't care
Yeah,
about-
we're not
right.
afraid of earthquakes.
They had a really good line. You're going to love it because you have a winery. What's your winery's name again?
Alex by Pogigliano.
Sponsored today.
Sponsored.
Santorini, California. What was
Oh, he said we were driving back to the hotel or back to the airport when we were leaving. Our driver we were talking about, hey, where are you guys from? That whole thing. And we said we're from California. And he goes, man, Santorini and California are like, they're like identical. And I'm like, what do you mean? He goes, we got wine, we got earthquakes, and we got the beach.
Oh, yeah, that's true. That's very true.
Surprisingly, they have a ton of vineyards there, and they make a ton of
Yeah.
wine there.
Well, we don't have beautiful white buildings with blue tops on them.
You should see their vineyards.
It's very weird. Everything's the grapes. They don't grow them they're just on the ground.
Oh,
The bushes are just on the ground.
They don't
It's
put them on
literally
those.
no way. They're
Yeah.
not on stakes.
They're not on stakes.
They're like it's a crown of thorns with grapes. And if you looked out there, you would not go, that's a winery.
Looks like a blueberry bush.
Yeah, basically.
That's what
it
I
looks
would
like
think.
just
Yeah.
dead crowns on the ground.
Oh my gosh, that's crazy. Did you bring wine back?
Okay.
We were going to, but then
We tried.
Yeah, our packing situation was
We couldn't find a bag.
because
Because
you
there
need
was
to bring
one
a
in-
bag. You have to put it in a special bag to make sure it doesn't break.
yeah.
and
Or what we do is we roll it in our pants.
That's what I do. Put in my and boots. Do you bring cowboy boots? or
yeah,
something?
you just
we had no
Yeah,
room
you guys
in
didn't-
our stuff to bring back.
We
were
really tried to bring you one.
We were in Heathrow in London.
don't worry, I'm going someday.
changing our stuff between bags so we didn't go over the 50 pounds.
Oh yeah, because you're not on the same plane with the same bags. That doesn't make
I-
any
I
sense
know.
to me. Why they're like, oh yeah,
told
put
me
it in
that.
a different bag. It's like, hello, it's still going on the
Well,
same
it's funny
plane.
because in Santorini they let us do that. They're like, oh, that bag's 35 pounds. That one's 51. It averages. It's less than 100.
Totally,
Cool.
yeah.
And then we get to Heathrow and they're like, no.
Whatever. Heathrow.
I think it's just because they're British. And
British.
Dang British.
They're still
also
mad.
said he
They're
was
still
like-
mad
They're
about that
so
tea.
mad about the tea.
It's like you could toss your sandals or your slippers.
Oh gosh.
Sir, do you know who you're talking to?
Yeah.
We do not.
Oh my
Talk
god.
about
What
my
would Jana do
slippers.
if she threw away one of her 14 pairs of slippers?
Never.
I have an
Okay,
extra.
Jana, I'll go to Greece myself and go get my wine.
You should go to Greece. It was
You're gonna need a
absolutely
chaperone.
I want
amazing.
to. Oh, okay. Oh, you're going back, are you?
Yeah.
Hope you like
you.
stairs.
Hey, I want to come.
I hope you like
Okay.
stairs.
Yeah, we have lots of trips to plan.
The next podcast could be there.
Yes, right.
Oh.
So was it a dream come true? Was it like everything you expected?
I have just gratitude. Oh my gosh, the Caldera views are breathtaking.
Literally everywhere you go when you're walking, like from the hotel down to like the main city, is like it's like a postcard the whole way down.
Yes.
Just
Gosh, so cool.
For me, it was a dream because we could walk everywhere. I have this one picture. It's so cool, you guys. So this volcano's out there, right? I am not even playing. I don't know if I sent it to you yet. The clouds are directly above it, and the cloud is in the exact shape of the island, and it looks like they're both pointing a finger to the side.
Oh, cool.
It is a trip, like mimicking the island perfectly, and we were like,
Wow.
look at how the sky is painted.
yeah. It
And you
was-
did the dress thanks to a friend that called
Yes.
ahead. You did the dress picture.
Yes, it was so
Those
fun.
are gorgeous. I haven't seen the professional ones, right? Or I have.
No, you saw
sent
like
some-
screenshots. Yeah. So we just submitted the final whatever to edit last night. So hopefully we'll have them back shortly.
Oh, those
But
great.
it
So
was
beautiful.
It was really, really powerful. And I also took my crown, which goes with my silly shirt. But it's amazing. So it was really
Picture your silly shirt.
a time.
Yeah.
Okay, wait, she's posing. Okay, there we go.
It was really just a time of Scott and I just reconnecting and having uninterrupted conversation and eating really yummy fresh chicken and vegetables, which
Is all you can eat.
really not my thing, but it really made me happy. And they have this thing called parsley soil. I don't know. I'm not a seasoned traveler, okay?
No,
But this parsley soil was just like
You liked it.
perfection. It was so good. And then the photo shoot was beautiful just to be with Scott, and it was empowering. And then having my crown and kind of doing my like, this is my celebration as a breast cancer survivor and all the other chronic diseases that you know I'm overcoming.
Yeah.
It just was such a blessing. And we're just
so happy.
We're so grateful. So,
oh my gosh.
we brought you this precious little gift.
Oh, thank you.
And I want to read you.
Okay. Is it her dress picture? Yeah.
So cool, right?
So beautiful.
Gorgeous. It looks fake.
I
It
gotta
looks like
post that
someone, like,
too because we're
painted
talking
it.
about it. So we'll post it.
Yeah, it looks like someone like painted it.
Yeah,
it looks
it's
almost
really
fake.
stunning. Well, they're pretty good. What do you call it? Subjects.
Yeah, they're
You guys are like magazine
beautiful couple.
subjects. Yeah.
I don't know about me. Definitely her.
You're all right, Scott.
Cute. So we really love coffee. So we try to hit up all the coffee shops. Oh, I wanted to touch on really fast before I read you this. This one coffee shop, it was like a local spot, and they welcomed us in like family. It was mind blowing.
Yeah, it was pretty fun. It was weird because it was like
They were so nice.
we walked in. We were definitely the only ones that were not. They were definitely the only tourists there.
It was like a locals.
Yeah,
locals
and,
coffee
like
shop.
all the high school kids were there and hanging out.
Cute.
And like we ordered our food and our coffee, and they just gave it to us. And they said, oh, we'll bring it to you. So we sat down, and then they came up, and it was like a Starbucks. Like it wasn't like a restaurant. where
Yeah,
they
you
come
just
and
like
take your
ordered at the counter and then.
And they said, oh, do you want another one? I said, yeah. And then we were getting ready to leave, and I said, I need to pay. And they're like,
No, but the owner came out too.
oh yeah, the owner came out. He brought us some. I don't know what he brought us.
Some Nutella's.
It was like a Nutella and some sort of, I don't know, something they made. And then we're getting ready to leave. And I think that if I would have just walked out, they wouldn't have cared. Because when I went up to pay, they were just like, oh yeah, I forgot. Like, here, charge you. But it was so cool because they were just like super inviting and super like just awesome people. Like everyone was like, everyone that was there was like a really cool, and maybe because it wasn't like in the real touristy area. It was a couple blocks inland. So there wasn't
So they
a lot of
appreciated tourists.
I don't know, maybe, but it definitely was the best coffee. So
Oh, that's awesome.
So we found this other coffee shop. It was good, but it wasn't our favorite. The one that he just talked about was just so good. But they hand out these little cards, and they're all about kindness and like karma. So this little card, it has a picture of Greece.
Oh, it's beautiful.
But it was just so wild because you guys sent us there. And it says, there are places in the world where rules are less important than kindness. And I just thought it was so sweet.
Oh, that's so cute.
It was so sweet. So there's this little cave shop. And when I saw this, I instantly thought about, again, like full circle moment of, okay, like even the way my emergency hysterectomy unfolded and all these things, like back in that day, Oceans by Hillsong was like my driving force. It kept me going like at my weakest points. And so when I saw this, I just thought of you instantly, and it's just really sweet. So there's two things in here, but it says charity. May the Lord continue to use you as a beautiful blessing and lifeline. His grace abounds in deepest waters. Cute. Which is from that song. So be careful when
Remember,
you open
don't
it.
touch the ink.
Oh, shoot. Okay. Yes. Oh, I'm already crying. All right, guys, I'm opening a gift. It's hard when you do voice only and not video.
describe it.
I'm like, okay, there's bubble wrap around it, and I'm opening it.
She's unwrapping the bubble wrap.
I'm unwrapping the bubble wrap. Oh, okay.
Do you like Christmas?
Yes, I was going to say, I collect Christmas ornaments from everywhere. And this means so much that it's from you.
See, now you have to go.
I love it. Okay, I don't cry well.
And do your own
you.
plain dress.
Thank you. I absolutely love it. And do I love Christmas? Yes.
Yes,
I
she does.
absolutely
I can
love
answer that for her.
Christmas. Thank you. Oh my gosh, I love it. So it's a ornament. Well, should we take a picture so I can post it?
Well, I took a video.
I'm totally
I
crying.
got both. You want me to take
I
another?
don't cry very well. Yes.
Okay.
There we go. So I'm going to post that.
But that's not all.
I love it. But that's not all, guys. Okay, I'm going to wrap it back up so it doesn't get broken. That's definitely going on my tree. Okay. And then I have another bubble wrapped little thing here.
Something might fall out because there's two pieces.
Oh, okay. I'll be careful. Oh. Okay. That's a piece.
That makes sense.
Oh, it's a little sailboat. Did you make this?
No, but isn't it the sweetest?
It's so precious. This little sailboat is so cute.
There was like this little like.
Oh my gosh! It's called
moves.
sail.
The sail
moves. Oh, it's so cute. I can't handle how cute it is. Can I keep it here? Did you get a picture so I can post it?
Did you get? Yeah, you're gonna have to send them.
I just really think though that you guys, the entire Charity for Charity crew, like you have been a lifeline to so many families. And you guys, we went to Disneyland. Was that in June?
Yes.
So much fun.
Yes.
Somehow Charity and her crew, like they know what you need before you even know you needed it.
Well, we don't know you need it. We just
Like Charity's
God does that.
Charity's like, girl, you need a wheelchair. I'm like, no, I'm good. Like I can push through it. I didn't even know I needed a wheelchair. And that sounds so basic, but like it's really
a long day.
Yeah, and it finished off the rest of the night. And so like you have taught me that like I don't have to push all the time. And I've been pushing for years just trying to survive, especially like with his job. And then, you know, we pulled our kids out of traditional school and then we're trying to survive the medical stuff and we're trying to run a household and we're trying to keep life normal for our kids. But you guys just know, like, I didn't even know that I needed grease just with my husband. I had no idea.
We made you do it.
Yeah. And I will tell you that was.
We did something with the girls. We did take us.
It was
with
funny
Carrie.
because the hardest part for us was leaving the kids.
Yeah,
And we're
always.
Like, at first we're just like, man, it would have been like, I feel bad. Like the kids don't get to go. And it's like this big, long trip to this amazing place. And then when we got there and we're like, no, we definitely needed this. Like it's, and the kids were fine. And they loved that we went.
They were happy for you.
Yeah, they were super happy.
Yes.
I think we were the only ones that were like,
No, it is.
Yes, for sure.
more worried.
Kids are
Very excited for you.
They're like, you're gone for a week. Get out of here.
Yeah.
They pretty much learned how to write in Greek.
Oh my gosh.
Brinley had daily cards for us.
Oh, how cute.
Written in Greek, a poster when we got home, written in Greek with translation.
Oh my gosh,
Yeah.
they're so
It was amazing.
smart.
You know, I think that when we, especially with the adults, we want to do something with the family, but we always want to do like something like just for you, but with your, obviously to become one, right? When you get married. But that is something, you know, the adults it's hard because the adults always just want memories.
Yeah.
And it's all about creating memories with their families. Because I think adults, they're in a different place in their head with what they're going through and what that really means. But that's why we try to do more than one experience that gives you with your family, and also with your spouse. And it's a risk. I mean, so far nobody's said no, but we were like, oh, is Jana gonna go through with this? Is she gonna do it? Like it was hard. I mean, Allison, who's in the Charity for Charity office, the podcast doesn't know her as much as we all know her, but she had, when she came to Italy with me for the first time without her kids, and she was bawling. Like, it was so hard for her to go, but she already spent all the money, and it was like commitment. I had to go. And sometimes you need that. Sometimes you need that push to say, go. I mean, I had the hardest time when Alex wanted to do his first vacation with me without the kids. And it was so hard for me because I'm like, what if something happens? What if we're not there? And you can't live your life like that. You know, you have to just do the things that are hard to do.
Yeah.
You know, despite it all. And so I'm so glad you went through with it. And I'm so glad and I love that you didn't want to come back.
Yeah. No, I literally
send
was like,
for the kids.
Oh no, we easily could have
stayed another week.
Yeah, you know, sometimes you go somewhere and you're like, all right, I'm ready to go home.
Yeah.
Yeah, definitely was not ready.
That's awesome.
Because that was a pretty long trip.
Yes.
8 days, you said?
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, on islands,
two traveling.
Two travel days on each side.
Yeah.
So.
Oh, yeah.
Well, the first one was just the first day, like the first day we got, because we did both flights in the same time. And so the first day we kind of, we went and took like a 3.5 hour nap in the middle of the day.
Yeah.
But
it's rough.
It was
the time change.
We definitely, we were at the point at the end where we're like, oh man, it's already time to leave.
Yeah. We learned about this place that we could see just across the way, and you can do this hike, right? And you can be on top, like, listeners can't see it, but you guys can.
Looking down.
Like looking straight down into these ancient caves.
Oh,
or you can hike further down and look into these ancient caves. And this one village we went through was so cool. And the way it was designed was to confuse the pirates. But there's all these like weird little pathways indoors that are like probably like my hip to my head.
Oh gosh.
Like how tiny were these people once upon a time?
They were little.
And very very narrow, like probably
they weren't Norwegian.
They are smaller over there. Yes.
But it was just so beautiful. And I think it's important to just really value that time and get out there and see the world, because when you're living with chronic disease or you're fighting cancer or whatever your struggle is in life, we still have to live.
Exactly.
And when you feel terrible, like when I was describing.
You were in the hospital right before you went to
I was
Greece.
in ER right before we left. Actually, the night before, we had no idea if I was even going to make the flight.
Oh my gosh.
So, but like I was saying in the previous episode about Christmas and my girls decorating the tree and just being in so much agony, you can forget what it feels like to feel normal and feel good. Mm-hmm. And so, I mean, if anyone's out there, like, just be encouraged that even if it's hard, we still have to live. We still have to seek joy. There still is joy. There still is hope. And I'm learning more than ever, as you guys have immensely softened my heart. It's hard to let people in because we have been burned so bad and left behind because I haven't healed on people's timelines or healed as they thought I should. Or if you look at me, I look healthy, I look normal, I act fine, whatever. I hide it really well sometimes.
You do.
Then I get inside and I just cry. But we just got to keep going, and community matters.
Yeah.
And so we're just so thankful for, like, you're our family, you're our extended family, and you just welcomed our family in. And I know I can be kind of a pain to get to know.
Just to get a hold of sometimes. Not to get to know. You're pretty easy to get to know, but it's a little bit harder to get a hold of sometimes.
I just need like a manager. Everyone, you're not the only one. Like, they text Scott and they're like, "Where's your wife? Is she alive?"
Well, here's the thing. We just don't give up.
I know.
We don't quit.
Very persistent.
We won't stop.
But that's love and that's commitment.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Yeah.
That is true.
Well, God is he's the navigator of this. And so it's feet on our faith. Yeah. He's the captain of the ship.
Yep.
And, we're just blessed to have a great group. I mean, I talk about it almost every single time.
Yeah.
I can't take all the credit. It is definitely a community that is intentional. It's
intentional is the word.
It is. And there's so much love. Like, we just had did we talk about it? We talked about our meet and greet with our new beneficiaries. And I was sharing a little bit with one of the people that nominated one of them. And she was like, "Well, how did her daughter do?" And I was like, there was this moment that she was really emotional, and it was after she had already met me, but I hadn't spent time with her, and I just went over at the right time, and she turned and put her head in me and just hugged me. And I was like, that's like God hugging her. Like, that's what it was. It was like, it wasn't me.
You met her in her grief.
Exactly. And, you know, her mom has these illnesses, and her dad just passed away. And but it was like the love of the Lord was felt there. And, you know, I'm just so humbled to be used in those times, you know, and that's what I always say is just so like, I can't, it's like a high. It's like the most natural high when I see the connection and the community and all of you guys connecting and how God uses everybody in the organization, whether it's a volunteer or beneficiary or the kids or whatever. And then some of my greatest joy is like at Christmas, at the Christmas social, and the kids coming, because the kids, you know, even if it's not the beneficiary themselves as a child, it's the kids of beneficiaries. And they're just like, there's joy there where there's not a lot of joy when you're dealing with all the suffering and pain and at home. And so that just is like, it's something that I can't explain. And I feel like every week, like hopefully we really can get that message out, but it's magical. It's like it's miraculous. It's magical. But yeah, it is something. And I always say we're more blessed than you guys are. Like literally, you guys give us so much more than we give you. And we're inspired by you. And it is literally like a daily thought, like, you know, Jana can do this. Jana does this. You know, we constantly name beneficiaries. I used to use that with my kids growing up. Like, oh, you don't want to walk from way out in the far parking lot. You know how many beneficiaries would appreciate to be able to walk that far?
Yes.
You know, and the kids at the time like resented it, but I know as they've grown up and as they get older, that's in their heads. And it's like, you guys really, you know, God uses this not just for you, but for your community. That's why, like, I didn't even know when this was created, like, and saying, you got to be willing to tell your story. You got to be willing to go public. Like, I didn't really know what that meant. But now I realize, because God's using you in your community. You know, he doesn't just use us to fulfill wishes for you and offer hope and family and all of that. He uses you to inspire and encourage the community. And so it is really just a beautiful thing all over the place. So thank you for being vulnerable and transparent. Yeah, and Scott, thanks for sharing the dude side and that vulnerability. We would love to have you back, and you can get into more things that you want to get into. If you want to get more detailed about things or whatever, or share more, we'll have you back for sure.
Deal.
Okay, I'll come back.
But yeah, we're just so grateful that you guys took the time today. The girls are sitting in the car all this time.
Are they in the car?
Yeah, they'll be fine. Yeah. They're good.
The windows are cracked. No, they're old enough.
It's not,
guys.
I thought they were sitting out there.
No, but
they came in and they're like, we'll just go sit in the car.
Yeah, it's a little bit creepy in here because it's like not totally. Anyway, it doesn't matter. The studio's fine. The studio is great in here, but yeah, the whole house isn't totally lived in. So there's like areas that are kind of dark and weird. But anyway, this area is great. All right. Well, you guys, that's not all. We'll be back next week. I'm not sure if we have another beneficiary scheduled next week. I don't think we do. But I might try to get Keston or Sarah back. Or Jana wants to come back. Jana's raising her. I love how everyone comes in scared out of their mind and then they leave. They're like, oh, this is great. That's not bad at all.
Exactly.
That's how it should be. We're just sitting in a room chatting.
Chit-chat.
With a big giant black microphone in the front of our mouths. But and big giant headphones on. We look like bugs.
I'm a little bit jealous that yours are cuter than mine.
I know. We felt like we deserved.
This was well before we had this many guests on. Yeah. This is when it was just us three for a while.
Yeah, it was.
We'd have a random guest here and there.
Yeah, but no, we're just so honored to have you guys. We love you guys. Thank you for being here.
Thank you so much for sharing your story.
Yeah,
it's amazing.
And hopefully we see you sooner than the Christmas social. But that's probably the next Charity for Charity thing.
I have to bring Allison a gift too.
Oh, okay. So it'll be at the office.
Don't tell her.
Okay. I don't think she listens. Maybe she closet listens.
I bet she does.
All right. Like I said, that's not all. We'll be back next week with We Don't Know What, but it'll be a surprise.
Yeah.
All right. Thanks for listening. Follow us on Bumbershoot Charity Instagram. We'll post a lot of pictures of Jana and Scott on their vacation and more. All right. Take care. Bye.
Bye.